guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're jumping back into some more mechanical mastery, and well, hopefully I didn't spoil too much behind me. I hope you guys are ready. Boy, oh boy, am I excited for today's episode. This is going to be the culmination of all of our efforts in this mod pack thus far, and they are going to be shown today as we complete the final quest line and get ourselves the creative vending upgrade. That also means, though, we're going to be creating the creative energy, the creative storage disk, the creative fluid tank, and the create motor. All of those things are going to equal the ultimate creative item, and that is the ability to put anything into a drawer and pull out multiples of it. This is going to be awesome. Now, over last night, after last episode of recording, I went ahead and made sure and babysitted these things and shut them off once they achieved a certain amount. So I needed at least 36 of all these. I have a bit more, which is going to be nice because I do need a bit more of them. And that is going to allow me to create like the creative energy and actually use it. And stuff like that. And then I also prepped up even more of the shards. I think we have like 410 shards at this point, and I have enough nether stars in case I need to make more. Now, there is a thing that I'm going to have to create or craft multiple of that are going to take quite a bit of time. Most of these ingredients aren't bad. This is easy. We can craft this. I have plenty. Rotational speed controller, easy. We have precision mechanisms. All of this is easy. Create motor, done, right? What's going to be the hard part of creating the ultimate vending upgrade is the fact that we need 4 of these final power flowers. Now, thankfully, we really only need to place this final flower in our base like one time, and then we're golden. I don't think we'll ever have to worry about it because it's going to immediately produce 48 trillion EMC for us. We'll never go through that. So I'll place it, then pick it back up, and we're good. We'll have pretty much unlimited EMC at that point. But we're going to have to craft this 4 different times, and it's going to require this storage disk. Now, this storage disk may not seem super hard. All of these ingredients are pretty straightforward and easy to craft, except for this, a 16 million K storage disk. So this is going to be a very lengthy craft. Thankfully, I do have glass prepped up, but the thing that I think I am lacking is quartz. So I have 27,000 quartz, and I think I'm going to need way more quartz than that in order to make this. But we'll be able to see once we get all of the crafting recipes prepped for this. Now, luckily for me, I really only need to craft this amount because I already have the 256K storage disks available upon request on crafting. So this is going to just take a lot of smelting as the advanced processors have to be smelted in order to produce this. And I think what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to find all of my smelting ingredients here. Specifically these, and all of these for these materials. And I'm going to put them inside of a much faster smelter. While at the beginning that was very nice to be able to get all of these things crafted up, I think the ultimate smelting factory is essentially the fastest. And so I'm going to put some stack upgrades in the importer and speed upgrades inside of this to make sure it can send fast enough. There we go. And there's the stack upgrade. That should be plenty fast. I can add these to pull more in. I just don't think it's going to need to, but we'll have them there just in case. Because this craft is going, I want this to go as fast as possible. Now I'm about to find out though, do I have enough quartz to craft 4 of these? Oh boy, that is the thing. So 16,340 or 16,384. Can I do 4, or am I lacking the quartz? Okay, so I'm missing, apparently I didn't craft up the initial part for this. Oh boy. Okay, so I crafted that, but I didn't craft this component. Is that the right component? Oh, I didn't craft up the individual components. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need a lot more. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need a lot more crafts than this. I almost completely flubbed this whole thing. Of course, that's where this, I guess, come into play. So yeah, I'm going to need to craft ultimately this, but I need to craft up to this point. Now, with all of the patterns made, let's take a look at this bad boy. So if we take a look here, we should be able to see the 16K that I just got all the crafting patterns for. Now, the weird part with this is I can't craft like the individual storage disk. For some reason, it will not pull the rest of the crafting ingredients for this. So I'll have to craft this individually instead. But we're missing, 27,000. 27,000 nether quartz. So we kind of have a problem here. A little bit of a problem. We need to create a quartz factory in order to do this. But we do have some creative items that we can craft that should help us. Specifically, the creative motor, which is, I think, going to be the best solution to this problem. However, we're going to have to utilize a little bit more of refined storage to set this machine up. But let's first create our final star. Yes, and when I say create, we are literally using create. All puns intended, 100% worth my time with all of these puns. And so for that, I have this monstrosity, which is a 45 mechanical crafter. And I need all of them to link up into this, just like so. So I've got to go through here for all 45 of them and get them rotating in the proper direction to deposit the goods into the barrel. Now I have all of the crafters pointing in the appropriate direction. Now I'm going to need all of the components. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 of the star shards. So if I get 12 of those out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I put them in the appropriate direction, it looks like they are sort of swapped out on all of the corners. Just like so. And then it looks like we are going to need antimatter pellets. So I have a ton of antimatter now, which is amazing because of the creative tank that we get. So I'll grab a couple of stacks of these. Thankfully, these actually stack. And it looks like this goes in this sort of side pattern. Yeah, along the outer edges here. Sort of circling the whole thing. Kind of cool. So there's all the antimatter. Then it's dark matter that lines the center, following the outer edges here. And then Eternalist fuel, which I'm going to need to craft up a little bit of. There we go. There's a bunch of that crafted. That just costs a teensy little bit of EMC, to be fair. Then that goes right here. And then last but not least, the final star goes in the middle. And there we go. The ultimate craft is about to take place. And we are about to get our first final star. Wow. Wait, this has an EMC value? I did not realize. It is 10 billion. To be fair, it is 10 billion. But I prepped up all of this stuff thinking that I needed more than I needed because of that one reason. I didn't know it was EMCable. Guys, I did not. Well, with it being EMCable, we only have to craft a few of them. I did not know it was... I feel like a goofball. Well, at least I can say that I crafted up enough components here to craft it without using its EMC. But I didn't actually know that it has an EMC value. That is goofy to me. That means, though, I can learn it. It is learned. But honestly, once we craft up these components and make this, we will have unlimited of them. That's awesome, to be fair. I'm a little taken back. So that means I might not even need the quartz setup. I might be able to get away with just crafting one of the creative storages. So I can craft one of the creative storages, and that will allow us to make the final final power flower. Oh no, I will still need that many now that I think about it, because I just need the base component, which is a lot. So let's go ahead and make the creative motor now as we work on that. Oh my goodness. So rotational speed controller, done. Then we need the brass casings and all of these components. And then we combine everything with the final star that we have already learned, by the way. So we've learned it, so I'm not super worried about this. And this, once we craft it, we can now use this to get more quartz, which we are going to need. That's really the only thing we need to finish up the pack. Now this bad boy should rock and roll. I have the encase fans set up. I'm going to be using the chain drives on the bottom to get them all spinning in the appropriate direction. And then I'm going to use the creative motor to spin these. And we need to make sure they're spinning in the appropriate direction, which they are. I don't think it really matters if these are cranked up to max, but they are going to be. We have the depots on top, and we just need to put some stack upgrades in all of these. So hopefully this will speed things up. Oh boy, I'm going to make sure I got enough stack upgrades. So stack upgrade in here, and we are going to say soul sand needs to go into this. And then that should all get converted. I'm also going to put some exporters down here, and I've got to get as much soul sand being washed as possible in both of my washers. So after all of this being set up, I even have this now set up to do some quartz. I'm still leaving this to do redstone for right now, but this up here seemed to be going pretty good. Like, I just looked at this and it was at 12, and I'm looking at it again and it's already up to 16. So this is going up incredibly fast. The problem that I think I'm having is for each stack of the soul sand, there's only a 12% chance to get 4 out of one of them, meaning that for each stack, we're only going to be getting maybe a stack out of it if we're lucky. I'd have to do the math on that. Yeah, so it looks like the chance of it actually giving us the 4 quartz is about 7.68 out of the stack. So that'll happen. So if we multiply that by 4... we should get roughly 30 for each stack at those chance. Of course, chances can always vary, but yeah, we're roughly getting about 30 quartz per stack here. And if we multiply that by 9, well, then we get roughly 276 per process that happens here. And I don't know the exact length of time it takes for this to process. Now, while that is taking place, I'm going to craft up the rest of these that I'm going to need. So I think altogether this just needs the creative chemical tank, which we can make again, the creative fluid tank, and then we're also going to need the creative energy cube. So all of those things I should be able to go ahead and craft, minus of course the final thing here. But that means in total I am going to need let's see, we already have the creative, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total final stars in order to be able to pull out as many final stars as I want. So I'm getting close. I'm very, very close. I was just chilling out in our Discord voice chat while I was crafting all of these up menus. So if you haven't joined the Discord, be sure to join the Discord, discord.gg/ChosenArchitect, to join the amazing crew over there of over 20, I think 8,000 members now, which is kind of crazy. But they were like, why don't you just speed this up with a dark matter pedestal? I was like, you know what? That's actually a fantastic idea. So I have all of that ready to go. And I think I should now have almost enough to craft the final one. And look at that. There we go. So the final one is in its crafting stage, which should be perfect because all of this is crafting incredibly fast over here. Yeah. This is why having this pedestal is amazing. That's so fast at crafting and smelting things. I don't even have to worry about it with all that silicon. And all of the... I'm glad I've just put everything in this because it's just so fast. But now I have all of the stars ready to go and crafted up. So right here, I have all of them needed, I think, to make the last bit. I'm going to leave them in my inventory because if I toss them in my grid, it'll turn them into EMC. And I am currently losing EMC, and I don't want to lose more EMC than I currently am gaining, thus meaning I would have to craft another final star. So I think now we have everything we need to craft. I just need to finish crafting up the storage housing. Then I'm going to need to craft up the individual components here. So let's get this all crafted up, right? Storage components, I need 4. I think to make the last one. And then storage I kind of want to craft them in my inventory because I think if you put them in your hand, it does associate an ID to your hand, and I don't want to break anything. Goodness. So we'll say do this to auto craft them. Let's remove this pattern because it's for some reason not working. And then I will say craft 4. There's the 4 crafted up. And that's what I need to craft the single infinite storage disk. So there's the infinite. Let's go ahead and I guess I'm going to have to create a pattern for these because I did not have those set up, but that should be pretty easy, right? Storage. We just need controller. Okay. Goodness, all of this. I'm super excited because it's all coming together. Oh, it's beautiful. Creative disk. I think I want to do an auto craft on these, so that means I am going to have to put these together. I am currently losing EMC, but I can gain the EMC back pretty quickly, I think, with just a single setup. So let's handcraft this storage disk. Let's create a recipe for it. Okay, there's that pattern. And last but not least, I'll put these couple in, and we should be able to craft the creative disk just like this. It's just going to have to combine the few ingredients for it, and then that should be done. I think the only thing I need... Oh, there it is. There it is. I just need a couple of these essences, and we can make sure to be able to pull the other ingredients out. I just send that to the multi-servo press. And there's our other star that we can get back. Okay. So, that one thing is done. We're almost there. We almost have everything we need. I think the other thing we need to make is the tank here. So, can I make the tank? I might need to craft up a tank real quick. I mean, we have a tank. I guess I could use it, but I guess we don't really need antimatter anymore. So I guess I could just go ahead and take this tank. Oh, it does have an association, but now it doesn't. Okay, perfect. So we actually don't need the tank. We go down here. We have the controller, the crate controller. Oh boy. And then we have the energy cubes. So this is where things are going to get a little bit different. So now in the quest, it says right here, do not place the ultimate energy cube down in order to charge it. Charge it either wirelessly or by putting the item in a charging machine. So I think I have the ultimates crafted. So we need to have them. I don't recommend charging them via your inventory here. But if you've done the setup similar to what I have, this actually should be pretty easy. We have the induction set up, and so all I have to do is put them inside the induction here, and that should charge it up. I'm surprised it isn't charging it faster. It's almost as fast as my inventory would charge it. Wow, that charges so slow. But we can, of course, I think, speed this up with the, let's see, watch, probably, and a dark matter pedestal. So, yep, I should be able to speed this up. Hopefully it causes nothing to break. There we go. That's much faster. So now it's fully charged. That's fully charging. This is like a minuscule amount of power compared to what we have. We have 2 trillion RF in here. Like, that's so much. So much. Okay, so now that those are done, we should be ready to go. Actually, I only needed one, so I don't even know why I crafted all of these. I think we only need one of them. Oh, no. Yeah, we only need one. Let's see. For this, to have the creative. So let's go ahead and create those. And last but not least, the creative energy cube. Oh, boy. So there's the creative energy cube. We just need the storage disk, and it wants us to put it in our inventory. And then we also need the tank. So what's the tank require? I assume we have everything. So we need 2 buckets of ether gas. Okay. And we already have 1. So that should be pretty easy to obtain. We just need to go into our wither fart collector Fart collector chamber. Oh shoot, our wither is kind of free in here. That's not good. I wonder how that happened. Well, either way, I think it's just kind of bugged out. He is kind of standing over there. It's kind of weird. Let's get out of here before mayhem starts to happen. I didn't like that. Okay. Well, there's that. And so that means we have both of the buckets needed. Oh goodness, all of this final stuff now taking place. I think we have it. Creative fluid tank. Disc. See, now it says 0 stored. I hope that doesn't affect the ultimate final craft. And the final craft is this. Oh, wait. The creative energy cube. It needs to be empty. Wait. Did they flub the recipe? How are you supposed to have a creative energy cube that's empty? No. Okay, so apparently it all works. I just have to, I guess, manually do it by hand. I'll have to see. So let's put this together. Okay, so I'm missing the ultimate singularity. That's fine. I can go ahead and grab one. So one ultimate singularity. And then I have to hand build out the recipe here for this. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to need the storage. Will it pull everything? Okay, so I need this, and there we go. We have the final power flower. The quest is now done. We put this down, and now we have unlimited EMC. We'll never have to worry about. Oh boy, and there's the infinite amount of stars that we can now pull out. Oh my god. That's insane. So much EMC. And now I just need to craft 4 more of these, which is going to be super easy because I already have all of the stuff for it. And then we can create the vending upgrade. So here we are. We are at this very moment where we are crafting the vending upgrade. Make sure I have all of the components. I have everything now crafted that we need to make the final 4. And this is it. This is literally it. Now, I did, like I said, overcraft everything because I made enough thinking that I was going to have to hand make every single one of these, not realizing they had EMC. But this is just bonkers. Like, I am blown away. Like, literally blown away. I'm just... it feels good when all of your, like, your time and effort that goes into this is rewarded at the end. It does feel really good. Normally, I don't even hunt for the creative stuff. I don't really go this far in to most mod packs, but this has been a really fun experience. This pack was so good. Like, the grind wasn't crazy. It felt really good. I enjoyed this a lot. Definitely. And last but not least, guys, the creative vending upgrade. What a journey this has been. Oh my. So what you actually need to do is take yourself your drawer, place it in. You're going to hopper the creative item into it. Then you're going to lock it, pull the item out, and then put the upgrade in. Then you have unlimited, apparently. What a weird way of doing it. I wish the quest said something in regards to that. Thanks to those in chat, as I've never used this item before. But yes, that would be how you would get away with having only one of them. And now we have unlimited. Now at this point, I would just love to thank all of my amazing supporters. You guys are really what make this possible. Playing through mod packs such as these, absolutely possible. And I do appreciate you guys a lot. If you guys are looking to become a supporter, just remember that most of the supporter money that is generated through that form ends up paying at least one of my staff members to run our sub servers, and also goes towards our sub servers. So keep in mind that is where most of that goes, and I really do appreciate you guys for that. It helps us build this amazing community of just modded Minecrafters and Minecrafters in general that I just love hanging out with and just having a good time chilling around with. So guys, thank you so very much for your tremendous support. So now, without further ado, what do we do with this world? Well, for one, it's going to be up as a world download. So you guys will be able to access this world, do whatever you want with it from this point, and have a blast in here checking out some of the things that I have put together in a more detailed fashion. I know some people are like, well, why would I want a world download if everything's already been complete? Well, it does allow you to come into this world and sort of inspect things maybe that you wouldn't have seen in the videos, because there's a lot of things that actually go on that don't always get put into the videos. So it is a great way of coming in here, checking out all the machines, seeing specifically how many upgrades I have in all of these things and how this is all working. One thing I didn't fully cover was the upgrade process for making the reagent here, this upgraded reagent, even though it is just as simple as just setting up a purification chamber that I did over here, and so on and so forth, to keep with the iron demands whenever I was making all the singularities. However, I did realize now I didn't need that many. But I did end up making tons and tons of singularities unnecessarily. What a bad problem to have. What a bad problem to have. But guys, I had a blast in this mod pack, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. And so if you did enjoy, click that subscribe button, as a lot of effort and time has gone into this world. If we take a look at our statistics, we can definitely see the amount of time. Almost 5 days worth of playtime, IRL days worth of playtime in this world. So yeah, talk to villagers. When did I ever talk to villagers? Oh, the traveling villagers. That's what it is. Anyways, so yes, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and potentially ring that notification bell. I do appreciate you guys, those who have watched all the way to the end of this series. You guys are absolutely goated. Appreciate you guys very much. And of course, guys, I will be seeing you in the next mod pack. So, as always, you know how it goes. Thanks for watching. Bye! Just a quick bonus here at the end. I did go ahead and go through the entire process, as you can see, of crafting all of the other creative items to put it inside of a Vend. I did have to make sure for these discs here that I made sure to pipe them in after crafting them with an exporter. But all of this is in, and there we go. And same with this bad boy. I don't know why I would ever need this, but we have infinite of everything. Infinite tanks, infinite power. I even hooked the power up to this world, so if you download it, you will have access to it. I did have to shut off these just to make sure, but there we go. I have it tucked underneath here in our giant reactor, which has already, by the way, because of the infinite power, gone through all of the antimatter, which is just so much antimatter that it just produced all of a sudden. Yeah, quite crazy, but what a fun build. What a fun build. And of course, guys, thank you so much yet again. Bye.